Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius February 16, 2022. It may seem as if everyone is picking on you because you are not being realistic enough with your goals. If everyone had always listened to this advice, we'd all still be living like cavemen. Even though this may not necessarily be the best time to find the route to the stars, or to figure out the pathways to all of your dreams, that doesn't mean that you should give up. This day is better suited for dealing with all the practical, common sense issues that crop up. Your tarot reading for today. 6 of Wands, 7 of Swords and Death. Your past efforts are about to pay dividends if you find the 6 of Wands in your spread. Whether in the form of recognition for your past work or material reward, some level of success is in your future. If you are waiting for some particular news, this card is most likely a signal of good news. However, it is also a gentle reminder that magnanimity and grace should accompany your success. To avoid losing friends and inviting retributions, do not let the good fortune go to your head. Another card which indicates forces opposing you, the 7 of Swords, points to there being a single source of your frustration. This is both positive, in that you may be able to identify that source and change your circumstances, and negative, in that this source may well be aware of you and deliberately sabotaging you. The road to your success does not lie in direct confrontation, however, but instead in guile. Instead of attacking the obstacles raised against you, find ways around them. Death is indicative of change in your future. This change can be in almost any aspect of your life, but it will almost certainly be permanent, significant, and absolute. Death suggests a complete severance between the past and the future, and it could potentially be painful. Despite the sense of loss that may accompany it, death fills an important and natural role in life, and leads eventually to acceptance. It is a necessary part of moving forward, and you will find the changes easiest if you embrace them, rather than fight them. Expect the end of a close friendship, a job, a marriage, or something else significant, but do not focus too greatly on the negative. Look for the silver lining and opportunities to grow. This is not a card to be afraid of because it leads to new beginnings. Strange, exciting and vivid dreams may inspire you to be especially creative today. You might want to try your hand at a new art form or study the works of innovators. Romance and sex is especially important to you today, though insecurities about a partner may hold you back from expressing your feelings. Take a chance, let him know what you need right now. He may be pleasantly surprised. This is a good day for sharing friendship with pals and coworkers. People will be in a light, socializing mood, and not much in the work mind frame. There's really no use fighting this energy. Enjoy yourself today and allow yourself to detach from work issues. You can all get back to the grindstone later. The work will still be there. Other people are likely to be anxious to get up and get moving with their plans. It may be better for you to hang back and see how things pan out before you take action. Let others cross the river first to learn the best way to swim across. Do you take a boat, wade, or look for a bridge? Let someone else be the guinea pig so you'll have all the information you need to make the most prudent decision on how to proceed. Relations and friends are having a hard time with you and vice versa. Put an end to this mutual feeling of frustration, be honest with yourself and consider compromising on some points. Talking to people to clear things up is also a big help. Regard today's negative atmosphere as an opportunity to resolve conflicts permanently. You're not going to get a lot done today. So as long as you're okay with that, things should be fine. Your mind just can't stay on track, but it goes where it needs to go. The boss might need to step back. Whatever you try to achieve is criticized and unlikely to be accepted in a very favorable way, especially if you feel undue pressure to perform any kind of activity. It is far better to delay important activities or decisions until you feel positive about the outcome. Use your sense of humor to relieve any tension. Today you might have to do a lot of communicating with friends. Perhaps phone calls need to be made, and you might want to catch up on your correspondence. You may be on the verge of attaining a goal. Consider giving it that last little spurt of energy to bring it to completion. This could involve a lot of time in the car or on the phone, but stick with it. You'll be glad you did. Your freedom of expression may feel very important to you on this day. If you get the feeling that someone is stepping on your toes or moving in on your work, you may find yourself acting very defensively. You take pride in your work, and this is a natural feeling, but take care not to become so protective of your creation that you ignore what may only be constructive criticism. You might just find the comments given will bring even better results. Your personal barometer is forecasting a very stormy day for you. Your success and dynamic attitude over the last few days may have made some people jealous, and you're feeling a bit out of control of things. Just try and stay out of their way, be yourself and show them that you know that the success of the people around you is more important to you than this temporary moment of glory. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. You're noticing all sorts of tiny details that would ordinarily pass you by, and should try to get more and more of them down in a sketchbook or notepad as the day progresses. Don't forget them. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. You may be especially sensitive to the moods of others, and today they could be a bit testy. It could be hard to get things accomplished with all the yelling and screaming that's going on. This is definitely not an environment conducive to deep thinking. Do your best to stay completely out of the fray and focus on what you need to do. The yelling is likely to subside by the end of the day. This is a wonderful day to do something completely out of the routine if possible. If you have to work, it might even call for using a sick day. The odds of meeting someone very interesting, and maybe even perfect for assisting you in accomplishing your intent, is very likely. You'll be organized, calm, and focused on your goals like never before. Your perception of all the little details that make up the bigger picture is much sharper today, so check to see if any plans need to be reworked to make them more sustainable. The moon opposes Neptune later in the evening, which could make it very difficult to not only understand and connect with others, but also trust our intuition and self-understanding. A discussion could easily end up in a dispute, and you could find it very difficult to find anyone who agrees with you about everything today. Try not to get too paranoid about this feeling that you're the only infallible person on earth.